Oh boy, here we go. Broke the brand new car.
We've learned a lot of little quirks and bugs with the Bronco. Personally, I would never buy a vehicle that disables the thing that you need to get unstuck when you get stuck. It seems kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive, it disables, by the way, if you get stuck.
All right, guys. We got a Bronco Raptor. We're gonna rip it against a Dozer and do a pull contest and see what one can pull better. This has got 37-inch tires. It's got a lot of clearance, and it's a heavy beast, right, Austin? Like, this thing's like a tank.
It's really smooth over the, I don't know. Am I allowed to say that I've driven it? I've already driven it.
Yeah.
We're doing the intro. I don't know if people are allowed to know that I've already driven it here.
No,
but,
you can say you've drove it. We just haven't ripped it against the Dozer.
No, it's really nice. It's heavy. It just floats over bumps. It's a nice ride. You get in the thing. The cabin is really comfortable. Cool technology. Good power. Like, it's just a nice vehicle. What's the spin doing?
Coming for us.
Oh, geez. Run into the Raptor.
The tow rope will break, the Bronco will break, or the Dozer will get, or the Raptor will just get stuck, or will it pull the Dozer?
I kind of have a feeling that it's just going to be a standoff here. I bet you the Dozer will drag the Bronco, but if the Dozer doesn't want to be dragged,
You don't think this can drag the Dozer even if it's not in gear?
I think if it's in neutral, I think it'll
For
roll
sure
it.
in neutral, I think
Yeah,
it can.
but
I
I
don't know
think-
about gear.
Yeah, I think if you stop it, it doesn't have brakes, right?
Yeah, it has brakes.
Oh, it does have brakes.
So we'll start it off with that in neutral, see if the Bronco can pull it just in neutral.
Komatsu.
Okay, you're tight. Oh, snap.
Okay, tried it in neutral, pulled it too easy. Now we're gonna do it with the brakes on. See if it can pull a Dozer with the brakes on. All right, give her hail, Austin. Pull it. It just pulls that Raptor so easy, but we're still gonna try it. Him driving that way and me trying to pull him out. Get it! Punch it! Get it! Punch it!
He's stuck in first. You got down into the hole.
What?
He's down into the other hole, babe. He's stuck.
Crawl out of it.
He's trying to.
Are you stuck right now?
So if it was in 4-wheel drive, it would work, but it disabled 4-wheel drive.
Oh, it did?
So I put it in neutral. Let's see here. How can we get it to re-enable 4-wheel drive?
Break it.
Dude, I let off as soon as it started wheel hopping, and that's I knew a wheel hop was bad, and so did the computer, and it just
Maybe turn it off and turn it back on. Put it in park. We may have just broke the Bronco. We broke the Bronco. It doesn't want to go.
that literally lasted like 2 minutes.
The thing couldn't do it. So hope we haven't broke the Bronco.
Okay, let's see here. So just like Microsoft, unplug it.
Unplug it, turn it off, turn it on. Temporary disabled, it's saying.
Seatbelts. To exit 4 low, shift to neutral. 4x4 shift in progress. Okay, let's try in 4 high. Oh,
I still have you hooked.
it says disabled still.
Oh no.
But no, this is good to know about your Bronco. If you get it really stuck, it's gonna make sure you stay stuck unless you have a dozer to pull it out. The dozer won't turn on.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It smells like fresh dirt.
You break it. Everything's broken.
That was a nice Bronco.
It was yesterday.
What a ride out.
I already broke it.
Austin broke the Bronco.
Hey,
Austin,
man.
you broke it!
Hey man, you let me drive it for almost 2 minutes, so I
That's my fault.
it's kind of on you. No, go forward because there's holes that you might get stuck in. They're
I'll just turn it.
about that big. 37s on it?
Yeah, 37s.
That's what's awesome about it. Honestly, it just dwarfs the Jeeps when you're like parked next to a Jeep.
Yeah. Probably that Raptor edition. I don't think the regular Broncos are quite that cool. Yeah.
The Dozer Raptor Bronco pull, now it was able to pull really well when it was in neutral, and then we put the brakes down and she kind of just sat there and spun.
So in neutral, I didn't actually give it any gas. I just took my foot off the brake
And it just went.
pulled it. Yeah.
Oh, so it went
Yeah.
that easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then we put the brakes down and it just kind of sat there and spun. And I tapped with the brakes a little bit to see, and every time I just really locked it out. Like if I was just a little bit on the brakes, not locking it, it would still pull it. But the second I like locked the brakes, she just started digging.
So then we decided to drag it while it was digging.
Kind of just got drugged, but it actually kind of locked itself in and just dug a hole, and it made the Dozer actually struggle a little
Oh,
bit.
did it?
Yeah, the Dozer was struggling a little bit because it was just digging itself like down to the ground. And then you went into limp mode?
Yeah, so I was trying to, starting to wheel hop a little bit, and I didn't want to break an axle over anyway, we didn't want to break an axle. So I was kind of pedaling it a little bit. When it would start to hop, I'd get out of it, and then it wasn't spinning anymore. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Broke the brand new car.
So the Bronco went into limp mode, and we were struggling. We couldn't get it to get out of limp mode. It was like, dude, you just broke me. I'm brand new. I don't even have 500 miles. And you decided to pull me with a Dozer in reverse with Austin in full pin it mode. And it did not like that. So I don't recommend doing that. Not a good idea. But
So if you do want to do that, unplug your ABS sensors, and then it won't go into limp mode.
and then you'll be good. So what we did is we turned everything off, turned it back on. We're like, okay, this will hopefully be the fix. Like a computer, turn it off, turn it on. Nope, wasn't the fix. And then Austin did some research, did some Googling, and we found out we just needed to drive it, not on the track, more like on pavement road.
Flat ground.
Flat ground and nice and smooth. And so that's what we did, and it went out of limp mode. We're all good. The Bronco's safe. She hasn't broke on us. It doesn't suck. It's not a POS. It can take a beating. I mean, what we put this through today, I mean, it took a beating, and it went into limp mode to tell you that you're kind of trying to break me, but that was it.
Yeah, it was nice of it. It was like, hey guys, like, this will break me. If you want to break me, you have to be 100% sure. You're going to have to unplug sensors if you want to break me.
So it does have some great safety
Yeah.
modes. The thing's a beast. It really is a beast, but it is not going to pull a small Dozer. We've discovered that. The Dozer just got those metal tracks. You're not going to beat that. But it was awesome. Good time.